A young Rihanna unknowingly exposed the nature of Jay-Z's character in a reserved interview, once a harmless joke, now a nationwide scandal. Let's dive in today with Rihanna claims Jay-Z is guilty and reservist interview. If you're wondering what Jay-Z is even on public trial for, right now, we will get into the details shortly. But basically, he's being accused of uncons engaging with a young girl, as you might know. Rihanna was 2 years shy of 18 when she met Jay-Z and signed a record deal with him, but she wasn't the young girl in question. However, she did make an odd comment in a 2005 interview with Tyra Banks that has people more freaked out than anything Rihanna was telling Thestry of her record deal meeting. She recalled how intense it was, sharing that after presenting herself as an artist. Jay-Z apparently told her the conditions for her to exit the room. According to Rihanna, he said there are 2 ways to leave here, either through the door, with the deal signed, or through this window. And we're on the 29th floor at the time. Everybody laughed at this comment, because at that point Jay-Z was a widely loved rapper. Why would anyone believe there was anything negative happening behind closed doors? He was just a talented guy ready and eager to sign the next big thing. However, times have changed, and with all the recent allegations, the once innocent comments sound so much worse pair with it that the meeting to sign the deal allegedly lasted almost 12 hours. The approximate in time said to be about 3 MB cartons. And yeah, the internet is kicking up a storm. People are wondering why so much time was needed, what they could have done. During that time, did Jay-Z force Rihanna into anything? Was she alone, thankfully? This story has been told by both parties many times over, and it's been established that Rihanna wouldn't have been left alone with Jay-Z guardians. And lawyers were present now, the comment from the rapper hinting that he would throw her out a window should she not agree to sign. That might be a bit extreme, but it seems Rihanna wanted to sign the deal as much as Jay-Z did, which is good. As for the length of the meeting, according to some comments Jay-Z made in a 5 interview with Sway Calloway, it sounded like they literally did everything in that time, which is why it took so long. Illegal teams had to draft up a contract that both parties agreed to, which for 12 hours is honestly not that bad in the same interview. He also made it very clear that him and his record company were pretty desperate to sign Rihanna, apparently reluctant to let her leave the building, probably so she wouldn't be off to get a better deal somewhere or back out. I mean, hopefully we've all heard Rihanna's music. Understand why they would want the star so bad. She is very talented. One Reddit user who claims to work in the entertainment industry shared their perspective on the length of the meeting, saying that it's easy for a meeting to get so long, writing that meetings turn into lunches, which turn into drinks, which turn into exchanging ideas, which turns into inviting more people to drink and develop ideas. You got to hang 'cause you miss the life-changing opportunities. When you're not socializing, they clarify that they aren't trying to say that nothing happened, just that a 12-hour meeting is not that uncommon. But why are people so worked up about Jay's right? Now, why is this random Rihanna interview being picked apart? Well, as mentioned briefly at the start of this video, Jay-Z has been recently accused of some pretty terrible things. Alongside Diddy Gomes, a lawsuit against Diddy was originally filed back in October. However, at the time of filing only, Diddy was named. The other celebrities in the suite were simply referred to as Celebrity A and B, the woman that filed. The suit has remained anonymous, so she is known as Jane Doe. During the proceedings, Jane Doe's lawsuit alleged that Diddy and an unnamed additional male celebrity, now revealed to be Jay Jarmed, Jane Doe inappropriately, while another still unnamed female celebrity watched the plaintiff shared the events leading up to the moment it was the night of the MTV VMAs in 2000. The girl had been trying to sneak into Radio City Music Hall, but wasn't able to get in after failing. She met Diddy's driver, told her to come back after the show. When she did, he drove her to a large White House in which, upon entering, the plaintiff claims that she was presented with a non-disclosure agreement to sign. She claims the ones inside there was widespread use of substances. And when handed a beverage, they were also in there, attempting to find somewhere safe to lay down. The plaintiff claimed she entered an empty bedroom. Unfortunately, it wasn't long after she attempted to rest that she claimed the trio of celebrities entered the room too. It was then that the multiple transgressions occurred. Allegedly, the 2 men took turns, where the female celebrity looked on. The event stopped when the plaintiff struck Diddy in the neck, and she was able to escape the house and return home. But the emotional damage was done. Diddy and now Jay-Z continue to say they are innocent. This case is still ongoing, so there's no official verdict right now as to whether or not the details of the suit are true. However, there might be evidence that Jay-Z was in fact at this party. Apparently, the Daily Mail obtained pictures from this night that included Jay-Z at the party. People are left to wonder, though, who was the female celebrity? Sure, she might not have physically harmed the plaintiff, however. She also alleged just looked on while the horrible incident was happening, which is also a terrible thing to do. There are millions of theories online, but no concrete idea, just speculation. But it leaves people wondering why the female celebrity's name hasn't been released yet, and why Jay-Z's name came so far after Diddy's in some recent statements. Jay-Z has given us some clue. She claims that before his name was revealed, his lawyer received a letter about the suit described as a pre-litigation demand letter, what Jay-Z referred to as an intent to blackmail him. The contents allegedly requested financial compensation. However, Jane Doe's legal representation, Tony Busby, was quick to deny that claim. Busby says that Jane Doe requested mediation and never sought financial gain. Busby responded to Jay-Z's claims in an amended complaint. He essentially accused Jay-Z of trying to bully or intimidate the plaintiff, those close to her, and working with her into silence. From this, we can draw a conclusion that maybe Jay-Z's name was initially kept in the dark because they were trying to work things out in private, but everything went south, and that is why we're hearing about it now, in the event that the same steps were taken with celebrity, be the female celebrity as were with Jay-Z. There's a chance everything was settled behind closed doors. And we will never know. It's unclear if Jane Doe's legal team also would have done this with Diddy's lawyers in advance too, or if they would have just filed the suit, considering there were already so many open against Diddy. Jay-Z is adamantly denying any wrongdoing and is making his own shocking request that Jane Doe reveals herself. The rapper wants to know who's accusing him, claiming that the accuser should not be allowed to tarnish his name while hiding her identity. His attorney called the situation a shakedown and said that if Gandu isn't revealed, it would deny Mr. Carter the fundamental right to confront his accuser while simultaneously enabling plaintiff and her counsel to conduct a trial by media. In a filing from early last week, Jay-Z and his team called for a judge to order that Jane Doe reveal herself or the lawsuit gets dropped. However, Jane Doe and many of the other people that have filed anonymous suits against Diddy probably have a good reason to keep their name from the public. Tony Busby spoke on behalf of Jane Doe and the over 200 clients with claims against Diddy that his firm is representing, explaining why it's so important for the secrecy on their side. He claimed that about 80% of those he's representing have told the firm that Diddy had warned them to keep quiet, or something bad would happen to them, and or their loved ones. Who knows if he meant it, but better safe than sorry. Keeping your name out of the headlines also ensures that you don't get hounded by the press day in and day out. Busby spoke to a federal judge last Sunday, where he stressed how important it was that his clients remain anonymous for protection's sake. Jay-Z released a statement from the Roc Nation social media accounts in which he accused Busby of exploiting people for personal gain. Busby shared that he expected Jay-Z to attempt to unmask Jane Doe and would be filing a response when the time was right, which will probably be soon. In addition to that, he shared that he was sued in November by an unnamed celebrity under the name John Doe. But Busby believes it was Jay-Z technically. If you look at the timeline, there is potential that Jay-Z was the John Doe since the first filing with Diddy's name happened in October. The timeline would line up for Busby to have enough time to contact Jay-Z's lawyer and then for them to sue in response, of course. This is all alleged, as Busby doesn't even know who it really was. So I certainly won't pretend to know either. Busby did connect this case to the current one, though, saying he sued me under a pseudonym but files a motion to reveal the victim. Despite the high-profile nature of this case, Jay-Z is still out making appearances. He was spot on. Disney's Mufasa Red Carpet, the live-action prequel to the Lion King stars Beyoncé and their daughter Blue Ivy. So that's his family. It's his daughter's big day, however. Considering the circumstances, many people have shared online that they think he should have maybe sat this one out. One ex-user said that the rapper had a lot of nerve showing up like that. Another agreed with a response saying he had no shame. But what do you think? Let us know, and if you want more, check out. Beyonce just got exposed to evil. To everyone, thanks for watching. Bye.